Hello everybody, my name is TheTfboy and welcome back to Transformers Universe, a little tips and tricks video, something trying to be a little bit different for someone who is a bit more experienced at playing the game. So here I have Monsoon, and as you can see I have him tuned to all damage as well as resistance, instead of healing like I did Showdown, and that's just simply because he's not that tanky. I feel like he's not a damage sponge. He can't take as much damage as you think he can. Yeah. He cannot take as much damage as you think he could. So I definitely am going to keep upgrading resistance as far as I can, and just that's that for my tuning for him. But yeah, this is how I have him. In terms of power cores, I have dealing critical hair repairs your warrior 20% of damage dealt. Receiving a repair reduces equipment cooldowns by 0.24 seconds. Something actually interesting to note is that this power core will trigger this, so attacking an enemy and receiving a repair from that will trigger this. That's very useful. And then I have destroying an enemy player reduces equipment cooldowns by 50%. The reason is because Monsoon relies heavily on his equipment, and that's just because of his primal rage, mainly that it does a 60% damage increase, the climate controller, which repairs Monsoon, and of course this, which increases movement speed, which I find pretty useful. So yes, consumable had the prosthetic patch, and yeah, there's a reason I tuned him to Omnidance, because there's one specific attack that is very, very, very hard to pull off. Not very hard, but somewhat difficult to pull off with Monsoon, especially in PvP. And I'll show you why. And it involves the axe and the primal rage. So let's play with him and show you in the high ground. Okay. So let's see. Might as well get that. Or not. Whatever. Okay. So I want to show you against a mission that has enemies. Preferably at least like a gladiator or something. I could farm Energon, but it's not really gonna guarantee what I need.
Bring the destruction.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This way. Alright. So the basic thing is the basic attack that I want to show you guys that is difficult to pull off is Monsoon with a level 2 S-Tech and the Primal Rage. A lot of people have been using this. A lot of people actually use the consumable that increases your S-Tech gauge by 200. But I don't find that necessary. I quite enjoy the prosthetic patch. Wait. Oh wait, no, the turret's over here. Okay, let's see if I can get a level 2. There we go. 4-2, done. There we go. Actually, I don't know. I don't honestly know how much damage that did. Okay, apparently there's a bug with the turrets now to where they keep firing even if they're dead. Alright, another mission. Okay, this is kind of a repairing mission, but yeah, but you get what I'm trying to. But you kind of get what I'm trying to show you. Ash, will you shut up over there? This is gonna take forever. But yeah, that's basically all I have to share about Monsoon. You know. A good scenario for him is to use his minigun for as often as you can, and if the enemy tries to get away, use the S-Tech on your weapon too, even if you're saving up for the S-Tech for this. Because even a level 1 S-Tech with the 4 consumables is still pretty useful. But that is just me. Yeah, I think that's all I have to basically say about Monsoon. If you can pull off that attack with a level 2 S-Tech, like I said, the only problem with it, and I'll show you here, is that there's sort of a delay between whenever you activate it and whenever it actually does the damage. And you can't, like, turn your camera or move, so you'll see that I turned my camera and it still went straight in the direction that you started to do it. So it's tricky to pull off, but it's not impossible. There we go. So yes, that's all I have to share about Monsoon. I hope you found this quite useful. And yeah, this is just something. This is just how I play him personally. It's not. I'm not saying my way is the right way, because you know, if you mess up that attack, you're basically screwed. But you know, it's not a bad way, I feel. I have been able to pull it off a couple times. A lot of people have been frustrated. I had this one guy who thought I was hacking because I was trying this attack out with the consumable that increases Omni damage by 30%, and I did 900 damage on him on a Firebreaker. He had about 20% shield left, and I did the attack, and he had like 20% spark left. And I just finished him off with the axe, and he was like, How did you do that? Oh god. It was quite funny. But then I died to his virus, so nobody wins. Yeah, but that's all I have to say about Monsoon. Thank you all so much for watching, and stream.